Wagon, we are back on some leg activity, some quads, did some hamstring, did some calves, and we topped it off with some biceps. I'm actually doing more calf stuff because by the genetic nature, I have to work extra hard to get big calves. I am long and slender on the legs. I've actually never posted a naked leg over here. So I will work, and at the end of the year, I will post a naked leg. I will show you the quadriceps. And what are they called? Quads. The short form. It is like some muscle groups have very complicated names, just short. It is like traps, just we do not know trapezium or whatever. It is called delt, pecs. Start going pectorals. Like, could give a lot of scientific names. Speaking of science, there is a phenomena that happens every year. On the 21st, it is the shortest day of the year. If you look it up, the 21st of December is the shortest day of the year. So if you're like in countries that are up north of the world, countries that are like up there on the world, like Canada and Greenland, on the 21st of December there is no sun, like at all. The sun does not come up from the horizon. So a few days after that, on the 25th, the sun comes up from the horizon. Interesting, isn't it? But in the Christian sense, Jesus, the Son of God, the light of the world, was born on the 25th. I think that was interesting to me. That was very interesting. But science is pretty cool. Pretty cool. My tongue is not wanting to move inside my mouth. Maybe it's just me, but sometimes when you're talking, and I'm talking, and then I want to say a word, and the word just does not come out. The tongue does not want to move. Oh my goodness. Leg extensions are beautiful exercises. I think a leg extension on the leg exercise should be top tier. Leg and squats. The extension and the squats. If you just do leg extensions and squats, get some juicy quads for sure. For sure. But I was chatting to my friend and I was like, what do you do for like Christmas and whatnot? And I was like, yeah, like just normal Christmas stuff. And then I was like, yeah, and then I went to the gym. And he was like, what? You went to the gym with the festive season? And I'm like, what do you mean you went to the gym with the festive season? Of course, like, But just because it is festive season does not mean the schedule changes. You know, actually, in the festive season, it is the time we should be in the gym more. Intensity. That 1 week at the end of the year, that should be intensity high because you're eating a lot of food. Eating chickens and beef all together and pork, all that proteins. Ah, that is fuel for the fire. The muscles are aching to get some of that aminos. So during the festive season, when you're eating carbs and whatnot, be the gym. Tear up those muscles and let that nutrients go in there. Drinking a lot of stuff. Let the electrolytes, find their way inside those fibers. That is the time. And no one at the gym. So you have food and empty gym because people are not going to the gym because of festive season. But you who you are after it, you're just on top of it, milking the benefits. But I feel like you get to a point when you do something for so long, so much, every day, it is just like you have no, it is autonomous. You want to build habits that are autonomous, that are net positive, because to a certain degree motivation is really not going to help when you're playing the long-term game in things like exercising, because physical activity is but one of the few things that everyone has access to in the long-term perspective. Maybe you do not have like a business that you're thinking, oh, long term. You do not maybe have a family, you do not have like a kid, or just you by yourself. The first long-term game you can play is physical activity, exercising. And once you get into long-term games like that, it is identity now. You identify with the thing. You do not really need any motivation anymore. Because if you're not ever looking to retire or to quit doing something, then what you're doing and you are just the same. You identify as a fit guy. So you do not even need motivation to go to the gym. It's like you're actually aching to be in the gym because it is like, yes, this is who I am, this is what I do. So you do not really need any mental effort to get there. You only need physical effort, because in the mental, it is the language of the mental is how you feel. So if you feel like you're not really up to it, or you're not really the person who goes to the gym regularly every day, no matter the situation, then you'll go for a while, get some results, but can't really count on seeing you on top of it constantly. So you're not really so identify with it. If you want to be nice and healthy, you have to identify as a fit guy. If you want to be rich, identify as a rich guy. But Yeah. I actually like hammer curls. Hammer curls are my favorite bicep workout. And with cables. I can do them with dumbbells, but I strain too much because of my one um, disabled side. But no excuse, I still do the dumbbells. Today I did dumbbells. Not today on this video, today on this talk. 2 different days. But I don't even know I usually do biceps like this. It's just fun to squat down. But this is actually very nice isolation. Oh my goodness. This gets the whole stretch of the bicep. So, if you've never tried it, go try it and tell me how it feels. See you when you see me.